There was a lot of hesitancy to go to a hosted environment. The staff believed that they would lose control and have things happen that they weren't totally having their thumb on.
The challenges of running an on-prem enterprise software is right off the bat is maintaining all those servers. That is a grueling task that has to be done, that you have to keep everything up to date.
But some of the main reasons, one, you get the current version. We were like 5 versions behind at that point in time. Now we're not. I think the other one is, which was the real big one for me, is enhancing our productivity. We were really lagging in that area, and moving to the cloud would actually help make that better for us.
On-premises we call it servers and the like with our system admins and everything else, it's a hard position to hire. And once you find people good, you'll either lose them to, especially from a government entity, we often lose them to higher paying private jobs.
We decided to go to the cloud mainly to get some additional features, to be part of the monthly releases that happen and get new features released to us quickly.
Security's always been an issue, obviously, from our position, what we need to do. It has become that much more. It's become a critical review of anything that you have on premises. I deal with it all the time in multiple on-prem servers I have for other parts of public works. Yes, it's a headache, it's expensive, it takes testing. Anytime you employ any kind of security software with you, you're going to cause other problems. I don't care how much you test.
What we had is, we had a team from Accela who actually worked on a project plan of 120 days implementation. So from the time the project was kicked off, saying like, hey, we are going to be migrating the entire on-prem to the SaaS servers for Accela Cloud, and it's going to be taking 120 days for us. So they came up with a team, there was a project manager and the whole bunch of crew, and worked with our internal PMs and our teams there. And they had a checklist of what needs to be done from on-prem to SaaS migration. And they checked off all those checklists, and it was successfully completed in 120 days.
In regards to the process, so we had a multiple phase process in regards to moving to the cloud. If we first started off, we just took what we had, we moved it, and we did that. We saw some positive effects regarding that. Second was we had our scripts rewritten. We had over 800 scripts, and what we found is that was really bogging things down. So as part of that being redone, that actually helped as well, in addition to going to the cloud to enhance our productivity. And phase 3 is something we're ongoing now with Accela. We're going to be doing another whole level enhancements for the building division, the land development division, and the code enforcement, because all 3 divisions use Accela.
We certainly picked up from all the help they provided in multiple fashions to developers and experts and SMEs, et cetera, et cetera. It was a pleasure to actually run that project. I can say that now. It was a little stressful when you're going through it, obviously, just for timing and all that. But realistically, this was a pretty good crowd to work with. I got a lot of customer support in that I kept my customer experts close to us in all forms of development and everything else. And I know that was that helped everybody keep where we're trying. There was no surprises when we went live or anything else. So it's a good project.
The entire implementation has been effortlessly done. The timing is something why I keep repeating 120 days. Is like we have gone on to projects where they go on forever and ever. So this is done, and that too, with vendors we have experiences. So for us, for a state of Tennessee to actually experience this is never before, kind of, I would say.
The ability to leverage our partnership with the SaaS vendor, Accela, to do the maintenance, to do the upgrades, allows IT to then focus on bringing value to the business.
Having not to plan and schedule upgrades and maintenance, now we have to test for it, and that takes its schedule and it takes its time with our end users and everything else. But it's different than having to plan X amount of upgrades. You do it yearly. It depends on the piece of software. I've got many that I have to do this over and over and over. And yeah, that frees up time. It frees up resources for other parts in public works and everything else. It's a big deal.
The big difference is like we are not maintaining the infrastructure. The infrastructure is maintained by Accela.
So, anytime you have in a government, you have your security, you have all these measures putting forward. Sometimes that bogs the system down, but now when we go into the cloud, we're not on that. We're through the security that's based through the cloud, and that's actually really freed up things as well. And it's simplified it and made it better for us.
Security is a huge aspect of not having to worry about now that we're into the cloud.
And then the security is taken care by Accela. And it's actually, they're looking to ahead. And whatever the latest technology trend is with regards to security that has to be implemented, Accela takes care of it.
How security has changed for us is it has removed that being my primary focus. While security is always top of mind, I'm not up at night worrying about whatever vulnerability there may be out there because we don't have those things. We have mechanisms in place to reduce that risk. We can focus on new features and bringing user experience to a next level.
We know when the updates are coming. We get multiple updates a year. Comparing that to some older programs, other programs that we have that tend to fall behind the curve for updates, I don't have to worry about Accela. Accela is always up to date. That keeps my cybersecurity manager happy.
The disaster component allows us to be able to do the graphs, the maps, even though things may be down, we're in the cloud, but we're still functioning from that aspect. So that's a great point and a great thing for going to the cloud. It really does provide that reliability. Yeah, absolutely. I think we had some issues internally, our own internal infrastructure, so things would go down. Now going to the cloud, that kind of has been alleviated.
There's a lot of advantages. I would highly recommend to have Accela in the hosted environment.